Over the last decade, something interesting has been happening in the world of global investing. A growing number of globally minded investors are beginning to think beyond a single country when they plan their lives and investments. And after spending more than 20 years traveling, living, and doing business throughout Latin America, I've watched that shift happen firsthand. For most people, it doesn't start with residency, it starts with travel, a single trip. They visit new countries. They begin to understand how different economies and lifestyles work. And eventually, they start asking a much more strategic question. Is it possible to invest in another country and gain residency there at the same time? Several countries around the world have created programs designed specifically to attract foreign investment. Governments want international capital. They want businesses being created. They want property being developed. They want economic activity. So some countries will offer residency pathways for people who meet certain investment criteria. This is often called residency by investment. Now, it's important to understand something right away. Residency by investment is not about leaving your home country. Most people who pursue it maintain their primary life exactly where it already is. Their career may remain in the U.S., their primary home may remain in the U.S., their business may remain there, but they create additional options internationally as well. Options for where they can spend time, options for where they can invest, options for how they structure their global life. That's where residency becomes interesting. Now, several countries in Latin America offer residency programs that can involve investment. One of the most well known examples of this is Costa Rica. Costa Rica has long attracted international buyers, entrepreneurs, and investors. And because of that, the country's developed residency programs tied to investment thresholds. These programs are designed to encourage foreigners to bring capital into the country. Sometimes that investment involves property. Sometimes it involves businesses. Sometimes it involves other types of economic investment. Another country that often comes up in residency discussions is Panama. Panama has positioned itself as a major international hub for business and finance. Because of that, the government's created several visa programs designed to attract entrepreneurs and investors from around the world. Panama's been actively courting foreign capital for decades, and residency programs are one of the tools it uses to attract that capital. Now, before we go further, if you're interested in international real estate, second residencies, and global investment strategies, make sure you're subscribed. That's exactly what we talk about on this channel. I've spent decades traveling, living, doing business throughout Latin America, and I try to share what I've learned about how Americans can think more strategically about living and investing internationally. Another country that often appears in these conversations is Colombia. Colombia offers several visa categories that involve investment thresholds. Some involve business investments, others involve property investment. As Colombia has become more internationally visible over the past decade, more foreigners have started exploring these visa options. But one thing I always emphasize when discussing residency by investment is this: you should never pursue it only because of the visa program. The underlying investment still needs to make sense. The country needs to make sense. The legal system needs to make sense. The lifestyle needs to make sense. And the long term strategy needs to make sense. Residency should be a part of a broader decision, not the entire reason for the investment. After spending years throughout Latin America, I've noticed that people who think globally tend to approach these questions differently. They don't necessarily assume their entire life needs to exist inside of one country. Instead, they think about building optionality. Optionality through investments, optionality through international connection, and sometimes optionality through residency. And that mindset is becoming more common as global mobility increases and international opportunities become more accessible. So I'm curious what you think. Do you think more investors will begin exploring international investment by residency in the future? Or do you think most people will continue focusing entirely on their home country? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're interested in international real estate and global mobility strategies, make sure you're subscribed because that's exactly what we talk about here. I'll see you in the next video.